So the soft landing has been canceled. There is no soft landing whatsoever. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. I know some of you really didn't have a good start yesterday, but we're going to try fixing that today. So first of all, we're going to be going over the S&P, the NASDAQ, Nvidia, what happened to it last night after the market closed, very sneakily, that news coming out after a market close. And then where could the market be going from here? As we went over in the weekend deep dive, we blew through every single level. I personally was thinking there was going to be a bullish mentality to the week. Nope, market did not skip a beat, right? What all the manufacturing news coming out where we just got a complete bloodbath, right? ISM coming in poorly, contraction territory, further contraction in construction spending, ISM-P global manufacturing cratering even more than expected. And then came reality. Reality set in for the bulls. That bad news is bad news. Welcome to normality coming back into the markets, right? And simply put, if we take a look at the fear and greed index, guys, throw it in the comment section below. Is this thing absolutely broken, or do we follow Warren Buffett's advice where we're supposed to be fearful when people are greedy? And that phrase is ringing very, very true right now, considering what just happened to the markets. And oh my goodness, it was insane. So let's talk about oil first, right? Because Dr. Oil has predicted a lot of things in the past for us. And can you please tell me what the general trend is on this, right? And I'll keep waiting. I genuinely will keep waiting, guys, because this is horrible, horrible, horrible. Oil should not be going down like this. You do not have oil do this in a strong economy where there is a soft landing. Now, the Fed may look at this and basically say, look, hold on. Your oil's going to go down. Inflation is going to go down. But they don't understand what that meaning is. That means that the economy is fundamentally broken, right? I said oil around 70 traditionally has a bounce, but just looking at this larger time frame, this is just a perfect wedge pattern basically forming here that we just broke to the downside. So this is nothing more bearish than you can possibly get. And the natural question is this going to continue for markets into tomorrow, right? And I want to dissect something. I traditionally don't share this on the channel, right? This is like the futures view. It's a little more complicated. But what I want to share with you is that there is a POC close to 1%. For all those that don't know what a POC is essentially where volume has previously transacted at a large point and likes to come back into those areas. Think of them as magnets, right? And simply put it, if you were a bear out there, my goodness, you were having the time of your life. You were just watching as 1, 2, 3, 4 freaking levels just get hit and your account going up and up and up and up. And yeah, it was glorious to be a bear today. Absolutely glorious. I gave them so much flack about the net speculative positions, but this is where the bears I have been waiting for have finally come back. And we're going to dive into so many things, right? Because this is just Tuesday. And we have 1, 2, 3. We have AVGO earnings on Thursday. We're going to be live streaming that. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you know when that comes out. And also go to the Discord where you can see that we have linked down in the description below where you can see all my active trades when I throw it on futures. I actually had some pretty nice trades last night in futures, but then absolutely got clobbered on that previous day. So again, let's just dissect what happened today. But first, I want to talk about the insanity that is Fed rate cuts. And that's simply because they are still expecting 25 basis points in cuts considering everything. And let's just recap what actually came out, right? So oil 60, right? QE infinity. ISM data was an unmitigated disaster. Fully agree. We have not seen this level since 2009. What happened in 2009? Oh yeah, that thing happened. But we can't talk about that on YouTube because, well, bad things happen to channels that give you bad news, right? Nvidia absolutely got murdered. And actually, let's jump over to Nvidia, right? Nvidia was a complete nuke fest. And man, if you were in semis, and I hope you guys, I know some of you that watch this channel were bullish on Nvidia. I said, if you start breaking those lows of 116, 117, that's where I'd be getting concerned. And my God, Today was a bloodbath. And here's the commonality with the S&P and NASDAQ of where we could be going. Well, let's just simply start with looking at what structure we broke on the S&P. Then we'll get into some more of the news, right? So S&P, we basically gave you guys these levels in the weekend deep dive. Link down in the description below. We said that do not get bearish until we break 555.04 and really below 562.13. Well, the first thing we did, right, was slap that bearish level on open and not look back, right? If we look into the 15 minutes of the S&P chart, right, we were selling off all night. We stabilized going into the open, and that's actually where I got stopped out on my first trade, and I should have ended it there. Lesson learned. I need to stop trading when the market's down 0.52 on bullish trades. It's just a new rule that I'm going to implement, and I highly recommend you guys implement too, right? Then focus on short trades. But it was just a bloodfest the whole way. This thing was a straight line down. There was no mercy whatsoever. And if you guys all remember, there's a certain someone that made a very, very interesting comment. And let's roll the tape for you all.
The good ship Transitory was a crowded one, with most mainstream analysts and advanced economy central bankers on board. I think I see some former shipmates out there today.
Now, if you guys are still believing that we're going to get that perpetual, that nice soft landing and doesn't end in complete disaster, I got some more bad news for you, because this thing is going to be crashing and burning unless we do one simple thing. And that simple thing, number one, is going to be you hitting the subscribe button, because we're an amazing channel and you love us and you watch us every single day to know what's going to be going on with the market. But again, back to what actually matters, right? Is the NASDAQ, first of all, not even the S&P, is the NASDAQ going to get back above the 50? I can make it as simple as humanly possible, right? You came to the 50, rejected off of it. I said in the previous week in deep dive, I did not like how we were basically consolidating around this area. And I was like, okay, I really don't like this chop, but I still can see where the bulls can make an open argument here. And then it was just like, in what universe do I live in anymore, right? What damn universe do I live in? The bears just come out of nowhere, out of left field. Congratulations, right? You guys just absolutely clobbered it. I was making fun of you over here, considering that you guys were shorting an open market, but hey, who had the last laugh, right? But if we look at this, right, the NASDAQ has nearly, from the close of today, 2.62% to go. That is possible with jobs numbers, right? I do not want to throw or discard that anywhere out there. However, we do not need to have more downside. If we have more downside today, then we are finished, right? One of the concerning things is that VIX, which if you all don't know, is the fear index. And I was saying that I think VIX is going to come back down to 12. I think this movement here, when we were around here, I was saying, hey, it's consolidating below the 50. It should come down to the 200. Full stop wrong. It's like, nope, Mike, you're not getting your cheap contracts. To the moon with 20 we go. And my God, if you are shorting volatility, which was a very popularized trade in 2023 and 2024, yeah, you're just going bankrupt. Like there is no rhyme or reason. And also, as we saw, the dollar having a nice little bounce recently, so may help that dollar yen trade, but there is no helping you right now. Everyone is running for the panic button. And the question is, you guys know on this channel, I have openly said that I think 150 VIX spike is coming. Is that going to come this quarter, next quarter, into the election? Because this news, and I mean it is bad, right? This means that you are in a deep, deep, deep recession. And that is even more supported by Atlanta Fed GDP now coming out at 2%. That was nearly a 0.5 contraction. The same thing we saw in the last time. The same thing we saw when in the GDP went from 2.1 all the way to 1.4 on the regular print. Again, this is Atlanta Fed GDP. We get this every week. It's not the preliminary that gets printed every single month. I do want to preface that. But what is going to come out today or for Thursday that is magically going to solve all our problems? Well, we're going to get the first foreshock with Jolt job openings. And throw it down in the comment section below what you guys think is going to come in at. 800 million roughly is what they expected. If this comes in, if there's a 7 in front of this, you may as well just send your portfolio into the grave, right? Because this is where short factory is going to be printing money like no tomorrow. And that's probably the only factory that's going to be printing money through the whole week. And yeah, then we head into Thursday. If Wednesday wasn't bad enough, right? If today wasn't bad enough, we're going to have even more services PMI, unit labor costs, ADP non-farm payroll. That one, the people don't look at it. But the big dog is going to be AVGO on Thursday, right? Crude inventories, everything got shifted. But the main heavyweight event is going to be unemployment. It is going to be the non-farm payrolls. They're expecting 164,000. They're expecting 136 for private. How is that going to come in? If this thing comes anywhere red, right, where there is a red on this screen anywhere where we're basically getting a bad payrolls number, Nope, don't want to even think about it, right? Then the least of my worries is going to be making fun of these 81,000 positions that were absolutely right the whole time, and I can't believe that they actually may be right. I've been wanting to be bearish on this market, and also just to recap for you guys, Nvidia, you guys got some problems. And not to mention that we have all these problems with bid auctions, and we're going to get into the reverse repo in just a second. But right as market closes, we get this juicy bit of news. Nvidia gets DOJ subpoena in an escalating antitrust investigation. It's like, history repeats itself. Nvidia lied to you before. Now there's antitrust. Just history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And lawsuits in Nvidia go hand in hand. So yeah, it was a absolute bloodbath. However, there was a gigantic buying spree on market close. That could be shorts covering, and the markets got gutted today, right? Completely gutted. Not only do we have tensions in the Middle East, the reverse repo actually completely reversed all its gains, pun not intended there, of the liquidity. So liquidity went straight out the window for the reverse repo, right? Nearly $100 million just going poof into liquidity. I thought they were actually going to have a chance of salvaging this thing, and the piggy bank went right out the window. So yeah, this is just fantastic times to be a buyer if you're looking to dollar cost average down on certain stocks. Guys, do your due diligence on certain stocks. That does not mean go headlong into Nvidia, Intel, AMD, all that, right? Because that is where things get horribly wrong. Go buy stocks that you've been wanting on a discount that make financial sense, right? We talked about Nike after having its massive sell-off, and if we look at Nike now, it isn't an interesting opportunity, and it may be looking for that gap fill, right? But $78, this is going to be an interesting buying opportunity. You got stocks like Intel that got beat down to no avail. Maybe they get that debt cap bounce. Again, there is buying opportunity everywhere, but you have to be willing to look for it, right? I don't want to discourage everyone just being one-sided, right? That you just got to be buy. Fatal is going to be coming out what is buys and sells for August. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel for that. That'll be coming out tomorrow. We're going to be streaming Thursday and Friday, which is going to be the AVGO earnings on Thursday and the job numbers on Friday. Hopefully this bloodbath continues, because honestly, I want to buy some stuff for cheap, and I think you guys want as well. Throw down the comment section below what you guys want to buy in this latest downturn, and what do you think is going to happen with the market? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Make sure you drop by the Discord to let us know your thoughts there as well, where you can reach us 24/7. And yeah, it's been a fantastic time, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.